guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally sitting down with the Glaminatrix Nearly Neutral palette to film some eye looks for you guys. I will say, spoiler alert, I just swatched the palette for my b-roll and it swatched beautifully, so I'm really excited to put it on my face. So if you guys are interested in seeing some swatches, hearing my first impression thoughts, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. Today we're playing with a neutral palette and I'm really excited. It's a very pleasant change. But if you like to see colorful makeup, neutral makeup, swatches, anti-hauls, new makeup releases videos, this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so this is the Nearly Neutral palette from Glaminatrix. This is like their third or fourth palette now, and I did receive this in PR, so I'm very, very excited, very grateful. They are an Australian-based indie brand, and they make the most beautiful sparkly eyeshadows. I do have a Glaminatrix Cosmetics playlist, so if you want to check out some of their previous palettes, highly recommend checking out the playlist. And yeah, I'm just really excited to play with this palette. Now, there isn't any like product or ingredient information on the palette, so I don't have that to give you off the top of my head, but I will definitely link them in the description box if you want to check out their website. There is a mirror in the palette, and then we have 15 gorgeous shades. Now, I love that this is called Nearly Neutral because there are some grungy greens in here that people probably wouldn't consider neutral. For me, I would consider it pretty much like a staple neutral shade for me, but everyone's different. So I'm very, very excited to play with this. We have 8 beautiful metallic shades and the rest of the shadows are matte shadows. So I feel like I've given you guys plenty of information. You should have seen the swatches already while I was talking, so let's go ahead and get into some eye looks. Okay, so I prepped my eyelids with the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer, and now I'm gonna go into this palette. I was gonna do 2 different eyeshadow looks, but I kind of have an idea in my head of a color combo I want to do, so wish me luck. It's a little bit different, so I want to try it. So I'm grabbing a Sonia G brush, and I'm gonna start off with the shade Down to Earth, which is this pretty like olive green shade. You guys knew I was gonna use this color. I mean, I was gonna do like an all green kind of look and then a neutral, more neutral look on the other eye, but I feel like I have an idea, so I'm gonna try it out and see. It might end up being a disaster, but you never know until you try. I literally got a blemish or like a zit right here in my eye. At first I thought like I literally had like some kind of like, is it called a sty? That's what we call it back home. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got a sty, like great. I need to like throw out all my beauty blenders and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna do that anyway just cause like I don't want to get anything in my eye or any kind of infection in my eye. But yeah, it turned into like a blemish, so I'm kind of like surprised because like I didn't even know you could get like a whitehead in your freaking like bridge of your nose. But anyway, here we are. I love this matte shade. It is nice and opaque and it's blending so nicely. It's not patchy or anything, so I kind of love that for me. And I'm going about halfway into my crease with it. Really like how that looks. So now I want to go into this shade called Naturally, which is like a really dark burgundy shade. And I'm going to put that on the outer half of my eye look. Oh my goodness. This might be like the most fabulous like burgundy matte. I mean, it's just, I just love this combo. It's a little bit unexpected for me. I don't know. Maybe this is something that other people wear all the time, but this green with a burgundy is definitely a different mix for me. I want to darken up the olive shade some more, so I'm taking a clean brush because I use the brush I use for the olive shade to build the burgundy shade. So I want a clean brush so I can just make sure the two shadows are blending together really nicely. Very happy for myself. Okay, so now for the lid shade. We have so many beautiful sparkly options. I kind of want to just go for like a neutral shade all over the lid. I think I'm going to go with Nearly Neutral. That's the name of the palette. So let's grab that on a flat brush. Ooh, this is like my kind of metallic. It's like a jelly putty kind of formula. So it's like moving around in the pan. And so I'm just going to tap that on. Ooh, I wonder if I should have gotten a base, because this one's more like a topper, but it's really beautiful. Okay, I'm going to start off right there. I'm trying to contemplate if I want to add, because there's some beautiful like greens in here as well. Maybe I will add two metallic shades onto the lid. I feel like this could be like a gorgeous like bridal palette too, like if you're a makeup artist, because the colors are so pretty. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of Expose, which is the darker green metallic in the palette, and I'm just going to put that on the inner corner and blend it into Nearly Neutral. I love how that looks. I love how that looks. I want to take a clean brush and go into the shade Simplicity, which is like a neutral brown, and just kind of blend out the eyeshadow primer, because I used like a lighter base and I need to blend it out so it's not just like hanging out there. What do you guys think? So far, I really like it. I think it looks beautiful. Yeah, overall, I really like the shape that it's creating too. Okay, so now let's do the lower lash line. I'm going to use my Hourglass green eye pencil. I haven't used this one in a while. I think the shade is called Forest. And I'm going to grab just a pencil brush. And I'm going to start off with the green shade Down to Earth. And we're just going to kind of set the eyeliner with it. Okay, and then I'm just going to go into Naturally, which is that burgundy shade, and just kind of blend. Okay, so this is what the under eyes look like now that I'm done with them. Let's go ahead and throw on a light metallic shade, probably this Naked Eye in the inner corner, just to give it a little pop. I'm just going to grab a little brush, and I'm going to go into Naked Eye, and I'm just going to... Okay, so here is the almost finished look. I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara, throw on a lip, and I'll be right back to give you guys my first impression thoughts on this palette. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. Let me tell you really quick what else is on my face before we talk about my thoughts on this palette. So I'm actually wearing one of the new Urban Decay lip balms, or whatever these are called. I have on the shade Pleased, and this was one of the kind of more neutral shades in the collection. I will say I think this is a little too light for me. If it was a little bit more orange or like a little bit more of a darker brown, I think this would have been like perfect for me. But I feel like for a lot of lighter skin tones, this is going to be a beautiful nude shade. I do have the darker brown as well that launched in this collection, so I need to try that out and wear it on camera. I have worn these lipsticks outside of YouTube, but I just wanted to do a video where I actually wear one on camera. So let me know what you guys think of this formula. For me, it's a little bit sticky. Kind of reminds me of those like Maybelline long wearing lipsticks they came out with a while ago, where you put on one layer and then you put on like a seal on top, and it felt really kind of sticky and not the most hydrating. So for me, if I'm gonna wear a lip product that I want to be long wearing, I'll probably just use a liquid lipstick, but I understand that this has that like kind of glossy finish, so you guys will have to let me know what your thoughts are on this. I'm really curious to try the one from House Labs, but I didn't like any of the shades that are from the Haus Labs collection, so I decided not to pick one up, but I know those are going like viral on TikTok or something like that. But anyway, this is the Lip Balm shade. And then I'm wearing a lot of my Shop My Stash products. I'm wearing the Hourglass Foundation, Huda Beauty Concealer. I have on the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I have on the Kosas Bronzer. I have on one of my RMS blushes. And then for highlighter, I'm wearing one of the Unearthly Liquid Serum Highlighters. So that's kind of my base today. I just like letting you guys know what products I am wearing, and I do try to link most of them in the description box too if you guys are interested in shopping. Now let's go ahead and talk about this palette. You guys, this palette is so pretty. I really like this. I mean, I know that there are a lot of neutral palettes out there, and I know that there's a lot of like palettes that have like these grungy tones in them. So I don't know that this is like the most unique neutral palette concept out there, but I still think this is beautiful. The eyeshadows are so nice. I really like the mattes. I think the metallics applied really nicely. So if you like kind of a more neutral, nudie look, if you like really sparkly neutral metallics, then maybe you want to check out this palette. You guys know I'm a big fan of Glaminatrix Cosmetics. I have nearly all of their eyeshadow palettes, so I really enjoy collecting them. And I'm so glad to have this one to add to my collection. So that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you picked this palette up in the comment section, and I will see you in a new video very soon. Bye guys!